VSG, it's the VSG, yeah. What is going on, party people? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be going like a little like story time, as you can tell by the title. And in this one, we're going to be talking about my old business, ABC Illustrations. I'm gonna be telling you kind of like what the business was, why it disbanded, and my overall feelings on it. But before we get into that, let me just go ahead and say, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give me a little comment, some likeage action, and yeah. Also, I apologize if I sound weird. Just woke up, doing a story right now, so yeah. Alrighty, so ABC Illustrations was the children's book company meant for ages around 4 to like 11 or so, something like that. And we ended up starting the business because we was in this program called Build, and eventually while in this program we was able to start our own business, meaning that we would have like the certificate to be able to make our own business, be able to say that we own a business in the DC area, so we could have that legitimacy. We had a certificate, and we had the entire process of getting funded by investors and everything. And we'll get into that right now. But essentially, this all started in high school, and I believe I want to say 9th or 10th grade, up to like 11th or 12th. I don't remember exactly how long, but it started when we was in high school. And originally it was me, two other people, and we had a mentor named Terry Mundale, and he was so cool. Like, legit, he's a really, really cool guy. I'm still kind of in contact with him. Like, I have his email, and we talk maybe once in a blue moon, but he's a really cool guy. And essentially, what the idea was here was that we would figure out what we're going to do. I was the CFO, so I was in charge of like all the financial kind of stuff. We had our VPM, something like that, Vice President of Marketing Sales, which was another guy, and we had our CEO, which he did not want to be CEO at all, but that's a different story. And it was just overall a vibe. One of the things that we had to learn was be able to market yourself and give a sales pitch. For those that don't know, a sales pitch is similar to an elevator pitch, where you want to try to give your idea to your book, the idea to like whatever your product is, as quickly as you can, as concise as you can, while you're say in the elevator. Because in the elevator you don't have that much time. Like in the elevator you gotta maybe max like 20 seconds. You want to try to get that idea to someone as quickly as you can, as concise as you can, so you can get their interest. And that's one of the things we had to learn. I never was one to do like public speak or anything like that, but I would happily do it if I needed to, and I obviously needed to for this, so I learned how to do a proper sales pitch. I'm not gonna get you guys for sales pitch because I don't remember it, but it was all a vibe. Now, as CFO, it's my job to organize like the money, we'll kind of figure out a good price and go from there. Well, that also is the Vice President Marketing Sales job, but it kind of ended up being my thing. But yeah. Now, let's get into the actual book, right? So originally our idea, like we was in class and we had to make an idea for what we want to do, and everybody else had their ideas, but we didn't have one at all. And eventually I just went off and I was like, yo guys, how about we just make a book, like a children's book? And then they laughed it off, like those two, but the Build teachers that we had, or I don't know what they're called, but they was like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Why don't you do that? And I was thinking, I mean, I wouldn't mind. The other two was like, yeah, fuck it, yeah, sure. So we ended up just doing the book, you know? Remember the book idea. And the thing with the book is that we also needed to have an artist. None of us could draw. None of us could make stuff, you know? So we had to find an artist. And funny enough, we ended up finding our artist because one of the like teachers that we had for build, they was in a taxi and they just happened to ask the taxi driver, hey, can you draw? And I was like, yeah, sure. And it happened to be Terry. And here we are. Actually, no, wait, no, wait, no, wait. No, no, no. No, it wasn't Terry. It was someone else. It was like Marcus, something like that. And he ended up being artist for a bit. I don't know how much we paid him, but we paid him obviously for his work. But anyway, so the book itself was about a kid named Chris, I believe. But a kid named Chris who was like a city boy. He was a city boy. He don't want to go out. He likes being at home, you know. But his mom wanted to go out into the park, you know, taking his park. Or camping. I think it was camping or something like that. So they did that. Basically, Chris and mom got separated, and using the animals, he met all the like a number of different animals on the way. He met like I don't remember all the animals either. Damn. But I know at the very end he met like this wise owl that was kind of telling him like, hey, you know, live life to your fullest. This is good for you. Um, don't be as scared. Everything's okay. And basically using these animals that he met, he ended up basically finding his way back to his mom. It was an owl. I think it was a deer, some other things, but it was real concise. And the story, like who came up with the text, was that we all three of us did it together. We just kind of like, you know, like I do a page, Ted do a page, but we'll be, you know, still talking. Like basically, we want all three of our ideas to be there together, right? Now, only thing that ever kind of upset me about ABC Illustrations was the just ingenuously or whatever dishonest. And what I mean by that is that I'm a very honest person. I don't like lying. I don't like fibbing. I don't like it, right? And I mean, I understand why it happened, but I don't like it. So one of the things that we end up randomly doing, right, was whenever an investor or someone asks us, well, how did you guys curate your book? What was the motivation? The CEO was like, hey, oh yeah, it's because I have a little brother who's having struggle reading, and we figured, hey, let's do a children's book, and that's how we did it to help my little brother originally, and here we are. But that wasn't at all the truth, and it never sat right with me that we didn't ever tell the truth. Obviously, I understand why, you know. Like, I mean, a investor hearing, oh yeah, we made this book because we just randomly was like, hey, let's make a book, and here we are. But you know, like it doesn't sound right. But at the same time, I don't like. It's not in my place. I don't like lying. But I never liked that aspect. Anywho, that out the way. After we made the book, and we did a couple of like pitches and like these events and stuff, you know, people doing pretty well. Like I think we were selling a book for like $20. We were doing pretty well, I think we made, out of 3 total sales events, I think we made just a little over 1.5K on the book. We did pretty well, you know. But my 2 partners, they didn't want to continue it after that year was up. They didn't want to continue. They had other stuff they wanted to do, and because I at the time felt like I needed them, obviously I didn't continue. So I kind of wish I did now. Maybe I still could go back and start it, but I don't really want to risk that, 'cause I don't know if I could or not. But I kind of wish I went on and continued it by myself. But yeah, that's essentially it. ABC Illustrations, children's book company. It was fun. I do miss it though. Oh, and let me tell you a little bit about Terry. So Terry was our mentor. He was the one kind of letting us know how stuff was working in the real world. Yo, basically kind of giving us like the, yo, this ain't gonna work. Yo, real talk. This is bad. Yo, kind of like that kind of guy. The one that had like the experience in the business field, the one that knew a little bit more, try to help us out, try to teach us. He was that guy, and I have a lot of respect for him, a lot, because he helped me kind of understand that I don't need people to do what I want to do. Because we was talking, and I was talking to him about like wanting to do my YouTube again, like about 3 years ago, and he was one of the ones that was like, "Yo, if you want to do it, do it. You don't need people to help you. You just need to get that motivation to do it yourself." And which is partially, like, he didn't have like the biggest impact on it, obviously the biggest impact was important to someone else, but yeah. Anyway, that's my story about ABC Illustrations, what happened, why we disbanded, and what the book was about. I do miss it. It was fun. I really did enjoy that book company. Oh, real quick, and some of the other things that people made was like, there was like chemicals. There was like a makeup thing some people made. Some people made some jewelry, homemade jewelry. I don't actually remember everybody else. I think someone made shirts. But yeah, that's it. That's the video. I just died. I apologize for yawning in your ears. Please forgive me. But yeah, that's a vid. Hope you guys enjoyed. New video tomorrow, Tuesday. And I will catch you guys in the next one, which is going to be Pingu this tomorrow. Bye bye. Week 4. Don't forget it. Be here or be square. Okay, bye.